What up, y'all? It's your boy Juggalo972 here, and as I wear my Slipknot flavor, I have brought to you Ask Juggalo972 Part 2. So welcome. Now, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's see, Jack Ripper asked me, let's see. First question I get is from Jack Ripper. I've got a few. What was your first job you ever had, and did you enjoy it? What is your favorite flavor of soda, and what is your favorite thing to collect? Okay, a three-piece. So let's go with the three-piece. The first job I ever had, I worked in a movie theater whenever I was 17. I worked at a Cinemark. I really enjoyed it, though, man. It was I worked there for 15 months. I got free passes once a week to go see movies. I've actually got a small list of what I watched while I was over there. I watched Resident Evil 2, iRobot, White Chicks, Batman Begins, Star Wars Episode 3. I actually took my father to go see it as well too, because it was an early Father's Day gift, and that also came out right around the time I was graduating high school as well too. So that was a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, cool part about that was I also got a poster of Darth Vader, and it said "Who's your daddy?" and I gave it to my dad as a Father's Day gift as well too. So yeah, a lot of fun times working at the movie theater. Let's see. There's more, but I really can't think of everything that all the movies that I watched over there though, but because it was back in 2005, so yeah, it was a good while. My favorite flavor of soda, let's see, probably raspberry. I don't know. I mean, like, if it comes to my favorite soda, I think it's a tie though between Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola. I don't know. I mean, I like all sodas though, but when it comes to flavors, it'd probably be a raspberry flavored soda though. There's an arcade that I go to called Round One Bowling. I go there every other Friday, and they've got a little flavor mixer to go with it though. And call me crazy though, but I actually I take some Seagram's ginger ale and add a raspberry flavor to that though, and it tastes really good, although it's not a soda. So yeah, raspberry ginger ale if it was a flavor. My favorite thing to collect used to be Pokemon cards. I used to love just collecting Pokemon cards. It started, let's see, when I was like in the end of 5th grade, going into 6th grade. Oh man, from 5th grade to 6th grade, I collected all the basic decks. Let's see, man, I haven't collected in so long though. But yeah, I had the basic Pokemon card decks though, all the way to Team Rocket and Gym Leaders, up to the first Neo packs. That was, if you don't know what that is, that goes all the way to Pokemon Gold and Silver era, and that's what I collected. I even collected Japanese cards as well too. Oh man, I collected Japanese Gym Leaders. I collected Japanese Team Rockets. Hell, I used to even collect the Japanese Rainbow Island cards though. Those were a lot of fun to collect too, because they were worth a lot, and it was really, really, really hard to, get at the time as well too. So, oh man, like when it comes to Japanese cards, the ones that I really, really, really treasured was Blaine's Arcanine holographic. I even had Imakuni's Doduo. That was really rare too, because it was a White Star rare as well too. I sold that card for $250 at the time though, because I was in 7th grade. I just wanted money in my pocket. Let's see. It was worth it though at the time, because let's see, amongst all the people that wanted to give it to me though, they were giving me like, man, I got this, I got that though, but I just wanted the cash. Let's see, because I was actually one of the few people in my group that had a White Star card like that though, because you never got a White Star card in the American decks. But I had one friend who had the Here Comes Team Rocket. So yeah, Pokemon cards is what I used to collect. That was my thing. The next question I got is from Kirsten PB. Dragons do kick ass. Do you prefer Western or Eastern dragons, and why? Favorite dragons? I like all dragons, honestly, no matter where they come from. But I will tell you my favorite dragons. Bahamut, the king of all dragons from Final Fantasy. Not to mention the king of dragons in Dungeons and Dragons as well too. So, but yeah, my favorite versions of Bahamut are from Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, and 10, and from Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's see. The only other dragon that actually comes to mind is Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. And another dragon I can come up with, Nova Shenron from Dragon Ball GT. It's really the only one I can think of, though, because even though he's a shadow dragon, you know, he's affiliated with a 4-star Dragon Ball, and he's got a sense of dignity and honor. So, favorite dragons. The next question I got is from Ben Ambrosio. If you had 2 dicks, which way would you dress? If I had 2 dicks, how would I dress? If I had 2 dicks, I would dress like Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Let's see, the next question that I got is from YouTuber Kyle Burris. Did you record these or extract them from a game CD? Thanks for sharing. Let's see, this is a response coming from my video game uploads. Most notably, Diablo, the Tristram music that I uploaded. I did not extract the music, as a matter of fact. I got it from the soundtrack. So, the soundtrack's the way to go. So, yes, enjoy. Let's see, the next question that I got is from Altered Lover. And, well, there are 2 questions, as a matter of fact. And she writes, what's the most disappointing game or games you have played? Another one would be, what is your favorite obscure and underrated game? Or underrated game. Okay. Let's see. Let me start with the disappointments, okay? Let's see, the first disappointment I'm going to go to is with Call of Duty Ghosts. Because of its multiplayer, for obvious reasons. But I will not shit on Ghosts completely, though, because that campaign was amazing. The second one I can think of, Tower of Guns. I got it for free on PlayStation Network. And, I don't know, it just wasn't fun. You know, I'm not trying to shit on it, though. It just was not fun. I expected it to be a little bit more wacky and more action-packed, but it just wasn't fun. The third one I would choose is Titanfall. Now, I can give Titanfall a few reasons why I was disappointed in it, though. The first 3 months that I played were the most fun I had with it, though. But around that time when they did the, I think it was the first patch update, though, the hit detection was bad. Everything was just laggy. It had the Battlefield 4 syndrome with the bad lag compensation and the bad net coding, if you will. But, of course, I owned it on the Xbox 360, and as my cat comes up and begs for me to pet her, the other thing I can think of is, well, I mean, you played it with me, though, because you're a friend of mine on Xbox Live. The fourth disappointment I would go with is Final Fantasy XII on the PlayStation 2. And the reason I chose Final Fantasy XII on the PS2 is because it used the exact same battle system as Final Fantasy XI. And to be quite honest, that battle system should have stayed on FF11 and not integrated on FF12. Plus, you know, when you add in the whole licensing thing when it comes to weapons, it was a good concept though, but I just didn't like it. The next disappointment I would go with is probably ActRaiser 2. Now, I've got 2 views on ActRaiser 2, simply because as a kid, and as an adult as well too, the one thing that I fell in love with was ActRaiser's sim mode. You know, you play one level, and then, you know, you build the town, then you play Act 2. ActRaiser 2 didn't have any of that. It had a storyline, though, but it just really didn't have, you know, the simulation portion, though, the reason that ActRaiser was so successful. And on top of all that, though, the game was slow. And, you know, when you add slowness, you know, a slow main character, you know, with a hard difficulty, it just makes it a lot less fun. But as an adult, I will say that ActRaiser 2 is enjoyable, but still a disappointment. Now, my favorite, most obscure game, let's see. My most favorite obscure game has to be Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. I still have my copy, and let's just say the story mode on that is just hilarious. All the movie references, and the multiplayer was a lot of fun too. I wasn't a big fan of the Xbox remake, but graphically it was superior, but nonetheless it was still, you know, pretty fun to play. And finally, my most underrated game that I like, I would have to go with Saga Frontier on the PS1. One thing I liked about Saga Frontier, though, was one of the few RPGs from Japan that actually used the free scenario system that actually made it here in the United States. And the one thing I liked about it, though, was the fact that it was just imbalanced. It was unbalanced, though, and it was fairly difficult. But on top of all that, though, it was fun. You have about 140 characters you can recruit, and on top of all that, though, per quest that you do, you get a grand total of 15 characters, including your main character. So, Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I had to take a shower, eat some food, not to mention shave my scruff as well, too, though. Alright, let's get back to it. The next question comes from Lila Stitch, and it says, "You're cute. Are you single? If so, why?" Well, thank you very much, Lila. Am I single? Yes, I am single. If so, why? Well, it's very simple. I don't want to date girls. I want to be with women, and what I mean by that is, let me tell you the differences between girls and women. And a lot of guys out there will agree. Not to mention a lot of women out there will too. A girl is more focused on having attention around them. You know, they look to actually have, more time, with their friends. They look forward to being, they see being, with a man or just a guy in general, though, as a social advantage, though, someone they can just kind of just show off and just still be, carefree about. Just something to be carefree about, though, let's see, girls really don't have long-term goals. Boys don't either. There's a difference between, boys and men as well, too. Another thing, that I don't like about girls, dating girls, is the fact that, they never know what they want. And on top of all that, though, girls look to be treated as princesses. Now, a woman, on the other hand, a woman has goals. She sets long-term goals. She already knows what she wants. She looks to, be with somebody she wants to invest her time with. And on top of all that, though, she looks for somebody that she can call her other half and someone she can fall in love with. Now, in my past, though, especially most recently, I've just been very sick of, being in relationships where, I have to be the adult and carry the relationship. I have a saying. It's either you're a woman and you want to be grown up and be with a man, or you're still stuck in high school, still trying to date boys. So, women look for men too. I mean, I've always considered myself a man, both in mentality and in maturity as well too. Don't get it twisted. In maturity, not immaturity. So, yep, that's why I'm single. The next question that I have is from 8TV, and he asks, "Have you ever been in a band?" No, I have never been in a band, although I can sing. I can't do it right now though, because everybody, that I live with right now is asleep. But I can growl. I can do heavy metal screams as well too. I can even sing R&B style. La da la da la da. Yeah. I was never in a band though, although I did lay down some vocals for some friends who were in rock and roll bands as I was in high school as well too. So, but as far as bands go, I was never in a real band. Although I did take choir whenever I was in theater arts as well too, because sometimes you gotta do musicals when you're in school, and I hated musicals, except for South Park Big Alarm and Uncut. So it's really the only one I actually like. So as of right now, that's it. That's Ask Juggalo972 Part 2. I think I'm going to start doing this maybe at the end of every month. I know it's, as of right now, as of today, it is June 18th. But I think I'm going to start doing this at the end of every month. I really haven't figured out, it really just depends on, how curious people get as well, too. So, excuse me. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing these doing these little segments as well too. I have a blast, getting to know my subscribers, and on top of all that though, I have a blast, just revealing just a little bit about myself, to everybody that's well, especially to everybody, who's been very loyal. I can't thank y'all enough though, for, I hit 3,000 subscribers because of all y'all, because y'all obviously like, what I put out, and the music that I upload, and some of the original stuff that I try to put out as well too. Top of all that though, just thank you very much though. I really, really, really love y'all for that. And be on the lookout for Juggalo972, Ask Juggalo972 Part 3. I'll see y'all later. Much love and peace.